Yeah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. Salutations to the Akim in the four winds, preaching the truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, Natanayah, Kakama, Natanayah Yadaith, Shamar Patat, the elect, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. To the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This is siliconeangle.com, right? It says alleged Chinese cyber attacks target U.S. power and water system. Says the United States official and cybersecurity experts are warning that the Chinese military is allegedly attempting to infiltrate critical infrastructure, including power and water, utility and transportation system in the U.S. The Yeah, it says the Washington Post reported reversing unnamed officials and security experts that hackers allegedly affiliated with Chinese People's Liberation Army have berated into computers systems of about a dozen critical entities over the past year. The intrusions are said to be part of a broader efforts to develop ways to sow panic, create chaos, and snarl logistics into in the event that that war breaks out between the U.S. and China, which in that movie was Leave the World Behind, that I felt that was pretty interesting, that the guy tells his daughter to give him 1 hour. Well, the Lord said in 1 hour so great riches shall become not, right? So the America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour, which is Babylon the Great. No matter what you devils do, man, right? You kick people out their homes and or whatever the situation, and then say, oh, we're not going to renew your lease. But that doesn't change how the Lord is going to destroy this place, and that you Edomites are going into slavery. It changes not one thing. Okay? You know? It says reports claims that victims allegedly targeted by Chinese hackers, including the water utility in Hawaii and many major West Coast ports, that at least one oil and gas pipeline, the hackers are also said to have had attempted to hack the operations of the Texas power grid. Man, they just go on and on with this alleged and this and that, right? So, hey, regardless, yeah. So, in Leave the World Behind, the dad, GH or whatever, tells his daughter to set a time and that he was gonna be so-called be back in an hour, right? But like I was saying, that the Lord said that America should be brought to naught in 1 hour, man. So that was this is basically they're prophesying in this movie. They're showing you in 1 hour it's going to be a cyber attack, all this stuff in 1 hour. What America's going to be destroyed, right? Because somehow they think they got control over all this, man. Right? Yeah. So this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 16, and saying, "Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed with in fine linen and purples and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls," right? Dealing with America, right? Right? You know, right now it's that it's I done, right? It's paradise, right? But it's gonna be a wasteless desert behind it, right? Real soon, right? Because everybody's in their. I mean, you could see it; it's crumbling, but they don't want to let it go, so that they continue to stay in their mirth. For in 1 hour, right? Just like the guy, he told his daughter, "Hey, here, let's take out your phone, set your alarm. We're gonna set it for an hour. I'll be back." But guess what? You're not gonna be back, right? Even in the movie, he didn't get back in the hour time. His alarm went off, and he was somewhere else, right? While his daughter and the other lady was watching, was that Long Island or whatever, get bombarded with missiles and gunfire, right? Because they were off into a suburb situation where it didn't, the chaos haven't reached there yet, but the chaos is going to reach even in the rural areas, man, right? It's going to reach everywhere. So it's crazy that they're having these things, cyber attacks, this and that. So it says what? For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all their company in ships, right? All these companies that make money with the ships, shipping, your the food, or shipping cars, or these cell phones, because Apple's on goddamn Apple 16 or whatever, the freak 16, 20, like, all these ridiculous numbers, right? And it doesn't take all that to have a phone that works and does what it needs to do, right? Especially if you build it the right way, right? But all these companies in ships and sailors and many as trade by sea, right? That's that commerce by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, "What city is like this great city?" Which is talking about Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Right? What city is like that city? Right? Who trades more goods than America, when America does not even create anything anymore? All it is a society of people who just buys. You don't create your own things. You know what I mean? And this is one of the reasons what's making Russia so strong. Even though you're hitting Russia with tariffs, Russia creates their own thing. They have their own energy. They have enough energy that they're able to sell energy. They have enough oil that they're able to sell their oil, which is making them strong and efficient. So you're hitting them with tariffs and it's not bothering them. Right? They just hit their production in overdrive and they decided to produce more than what they were producing then. And now your tariffs are not affecting them. And pretty soon, what your gold and your silver is not going to save you. Right? Yeah, so this is Isaiah chapter 47 and 1. Come down, sit in the dust, right? And that's what those other people, they, that's symbolizes being in mourning, right? And that's what those people, and they're gonna be in mourning. Sprinkle dust upon your head, right? It's like a thing for a mourning, but you're gonna be wiped out, so you're not really gonna be able to sprinkle dust on your head. This is just a saying, right? Because it's time for lamentations, mournings, and woes, right? Which the scriptures is made of, right? Right? Not God loves everybody and all happy days. Well, we know that's not gonna happen, man. Right? Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter, right? Because you're gonna get brought down, O virgin daughter of what? Babylon, right? Because she that was what, clothed in purples and gold and precious stones, right? And pearls. That's you. That's America, right? O daughter of the Chaldeans, what's like a, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, right? Dealing with your witchcraft. There ain't gonna be any more. There's no more witchcraft that's gonna get you out of this, right? No more media. Your media ain't gonna be able to save you, right? You taking down brothers, lessons, or counseling out brothers' pages, or putting strikes on is not gonna save your media. Is not gonna save you. It's already written. You're doing it's in vain. But then at the same time, what you're doing is you're saying what the Lord said you were gonna do. You're gonna make a famine of the word. So hey, even that it's all in prophecy. Just like the guy tell his daughter to say, hey, set your phone for an hour. Well, in 1 hour, your great riches are gonna be brought to naught. Just like this. This comes. What? Who have great riches? Somebody that's on a throne. What's the Lord said? Yeah, sit on the ground. There is no throne. See, you ain't gonna have a throne anymore. O daughter of the Chaldeans, you're gonna be able to do your witchcraft anymore. Your media, for thus shall no more be called tender and delicate. Right? You're not. Hey, you're not gonna have that. Take the mill. Stone, grind the meal, right? Your last little bit of meals, your last bit of food. Basically, that's what they were doing in that move. The dude had the bunker that had all the little food put away, right? Uncover the locks, right? Because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get revealed, and you're gonna know that you're not the great country that you thought you were. You right? You're not untouchable, right? Right? Because you're not going to be a virgin anymore. So you're going to find out you wasn't beyond reproach. You're going to get touched in such a way. So now you're going to get uncover the locks, make bare the thigh. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right? We're gonna see your filth, man. We're gonna see that America is like that woman who has that the little the body thing. I seen some chick do that, man. She was freaking fat, out of shape. She threw this little body thing on and zipped it up, and it was like she had a Coke bottle shape. Well, we're gonna realize you don't really have a Coke bottle shape. You know what I mean? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So we're gonna realize, oh, this chick ain't got no ass. She got booty do, stomach stick out more than a booty do, right? Being seen, and I will take vengeance and will not meet thee as a man. Hey, the Lord's coming to destroy this Edomite system, right? Because when the Lord was on the scene, who was ruling? The Edomites, the Romans. They the one who carried out. No, they didn't lead them there. These wicked jakes led the Lord to get put to be crucified, and it's gonna be, hey, the Lord's gonna put a heck of a punishment on them. But guess what? It's all gonna be wrapped in one, like a burrito, baby. Right? Hot sauce in my burrito, baby. Hey, the Lord's finna bring it to you, man. Cause there's plenty of jakes here that needs to be destroyed. So it's all wrapped up in one. And the Lord ain't gonna meet you as a man. And as for our Redeemer, right? Seeing some people have to be saved, because some people, what? We wasn't part of that, man. We've been out on the highways and the byways, man. Yahweh of hosts is his name. The Holy One of Israel. Sit thus silent and get thee into the darkness, right? Then they say it's going to power grid, and it's going to wipe out the power. They're going to the power, to the water, right, system, right? You ain't going to have no, but you're going to get into the darkness. O daughter of the Chaldeans, right? All that witchcraft ain't going to help you. For thus shall no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, right? America, right? Statue of Liberty, which they say is an androgynous man or whatever it is. But we're gonna realize you're not all what you seem to be, right? Let me get back right here. To Revelation chapter 18, verse, I guess 18, and wait, I'm going 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every ship master and all the companies and ships and sailors and many and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, crying when they saw the smoke, right? When the ICBM missiles hit America and be destroyed, right? Her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city, right? Which is Babylon the Great, which is America, or the daughter of Babylon, which is America. That they cast what? Dust upon their head. Hey, they're going to be in anguish, right? So you're going to go sit in the dust, and they're going to cast dust upon their head, right? And cry, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ship and in the sea, by reason of her costliness, like yeah, costliness. For in 1 hour, right? The guy was saying, in 1 hour she made desolate, right? Desolate, done, man. It says, rejoice over her, thus heaven, right? The angels in heaven, right? And ye holy apostles and prophets, right? And us here on earth. This is what we've been waiting for. For the power, or the Most High, have avenged you on her, right? Hey, the Lord is gonna, hey, he's gonna uncover the locks, make bare the thighs. He's gonna destroy this place, man. He's gonna avenge. He's gonna repair, man, for all that America's done to us, man. No matter what you do, amen. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. So didn't it say take the millstone, grind it, right? But the Lord said, nah, no, forget that. We're gonna take the millstone and cast it into the sea, right? You're gonna get wiped out. There's gonna be no more of you. You're just gonna get cast into the sea, cast into nothing, right? Be done with, and say with thus with violence, right? Hey, you're gonna get destroyed, man. With violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all, right? Yeah, so this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 17. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria have devoured him, right? Which talking about the northern kingdom, which came to Arzareth, right? They left to dwell where mankind never dwelt before to keep the customs. But, of course, they didn't keep the customs, which allowed the self-proclaimed so-called white man to come here and to destroy them, but also bring what their brethren, the southern kingdom. And it says, at last, right, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones. So the spirit of America is the spirit of Assyria and Babylon here, right? So this is Babylon, and this is Assyria and Babylon. America is, right, spiritually, right? Yeah. So this I'm gonna skip all the way down, right, to prove that the Assyrians and the Babylonian, it's basically talking about America, right? Because it's all in conjunction, because that's where Judah and Ephraim were oppressed together. We're here in America, right? So it's behold, I am against thee, O most proud, which that's these Edomites, right? No, the the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the ones who actually really run America and pretty much the world, right? Because using America as the face of everything, right? America has to be destroyed, right? Because this was the cash cow. This is where they sought to say, hey, we can run everything through America and make our money and deceive the world to make an image unto it, right? You go to Japan, China, anywhere people are wearing suits and ties. When you go to antiquity, they never wore that, right? They're drinking cokes and eating McDonald's, right? That's a Western world mentality, right? They deceive the world to be a lot like them, but now the world is starting to what? Uncover the locks, uncover the thighs. Everybody's starting to see that this place ain't what it's all cracked up to be, right? But the Lord is gonna what? He said, "Behold," which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. I am against thee. So the Lord's coming against this place, and now everybody's starting to go, oh, oh, and they don't want no parts of it, right? I am against thee, O most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, right? Which means armies. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, right? And that's coming real soon, right? And the most proud shall stumble and fall. So it's alas, what? That city, what? That great city, what? Babylon has what? Fallen. You shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise up. And yeah, none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire, right? Them ICBM missiles in his cities, right? All over Babylon is going to be on fire, right? Melting the elements shall melt with fervent heat, right? And it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children, which really goes into sons, the bun of Israel, the sons of Israel, and the sons of Judah are oppressed together, right? Going into what? The northern kingdom, from the Puerto Ricans all the way down to the so-called Mexicans. Judah, from the so-called African American all the way to the so-called Jamaican, West Indies, Virgin Islands, and the Haitians, which are Levi, right? You got the, you know, are what oppressed together, right? And here we're in America, where it's Assyria and Babylon, right? But the main thing is what it being the daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. So oppressed together, and all that took them captive, right? Because we were scattered everywhere, right? But the main place where we were taken captive is what here in America. All the place that took them captive held them fast, right? They refused to let them go, right? Because we've look, the cat is out the bag. We know who we are. We know that we're the Israelites. But their whole thing is to, no, we're not gonna give you that. We're gonna make the NBA players go to watch or go through the what is it called? The Holocaust Museum, and let's worry about our so-called atrocities, but every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian know that you're talking 6 million. We're talking 200, 300 million of our people died, but where's our atrocity? Where's everybody going to go look at museums and feel our pain? But instead, you making them go see the thing that's supposed so-called be your pain, your anguish, or whatever. But then we know that you're not the people, man. The thing's not adding up, right? But what is adding up is America's crumbling. Just like the true prophets have said. The true Israelites have said, right? The ones who are oppressed together, right? And you refuse to let them go. Their Redeemer, right, is strong. Yahweh of hosts, which means, no, the Most High. Yahweh, He is, or He exists. The Most High, the highest, right? He is His name. Yeah, yeah. Is His name. He is His name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, right? And plead goes into what? Judgment. So America is coming to a place of judgment. Babylon the Great, a daughter of Babylon, is coming to a place of judgment. Or Assyria and Babylon, which that's America, because the Assyrians had the northern kingdom in captivity, and the Babylonian had the southern kingdom in captivity. But here, this is the place where we were oppressed together, right? And then you symbolizes both. You have a lot of both of those customs, the Syrian customs, the Babylonian customs, right? They plead their cause that He may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon, right? You're gonna give rest to the Lord's people. We're people before a place, but we're also gonna get rest to the land of Israel, right? After this World War III breaks out, and all this war in Gaza is gonna get put to rest, right? The Gaza and the Israeli war is all gonna get put to rest in World War III, because there's gonna be no more war ever again, right? A sword is come, right? Sword is what? For destruction upon the Chaldeans, right? All this witchcraft they be pulling, saith Yahweh, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men, right? All these people, these talking heads, and these people who so-called behind the scenes come up with their strategies of, we're gonna make cyber attacks, or we're gonna do this and do that to bring down the society, so we could bring in the new digital dollar to give everybody the charagma, the digital wallet that's gonna be in your right hand or in your forehead, right? Right. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2, because there was no such thing as America back then. So the prophets weren't gonna say America. The apostles weren't gonna say America, because matter of fact, they were going off of the apostles were going off of what was written of old, and basically requoting a lot of the stuff once they got a little bit more understanding, right? But there was no such thing as America, so the only thing they could do is reference it to it being Babylon, or you reference it to its characteristics. Like this. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by what? By wine, right? And this is their philosophy, or being what? A Chaldean, right? The Chaldean goes into what? Being with the wine, the witchcraft, the sleight of hand type situation, right? You have the Flavian and the patricians, but you're not really voting. It didn't count when you were in Rome, right? Your vote didn't count then. You got the Democrat and the Republican, and your vote damn sure don't count now. So it's the same system. It's the same Edomite, man, because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, and all this because he's doing the sleight of hand and makes him proud, right? Neither a keeper at home, right? The U.S. Army, the military, the military of England, of France, Italy, any of these Edomite places, they've always went out somewhere conquering other lands, putting their thing on, and especially England, right? The last main one was England, right? That's why you can go to Australia and see the English flag. You can go to Hong Kong, or at least at one time, England had a hold on Hong Kong, had a hold on what is it, Jamaica, Hawaii, all these places, and then technically even America, right? They don't show it because they made America the face of everything, but technically it runs even America. So this Edomite system, that's proud. Neither a keeper at home, right? Their militaries everywhere, having sexual relations with all sorts of people, raping people. The UN, right? Because those are mostly Edomites. The Red Cross, right? These are things that they use as a sleight of hand to make it seem like they're good people, but in the background they're doing all sorts of things, right? And it's all starting to come up, right? Her skirt is being seen, the is being lifted back. Uncover the locks, uncover the thighs, uncover the legs. The Lord is starting to reveal these things, man. Right? To desire, yeah, neither a keeper at home who enlarges his desire as hell, right? All they want is money and fame and power, but mostly power, right? I care not who passed the laws, or how you make the money, but as long as I could control what the narrative, if I control it, if I control the minds of the people, it doesn't matter who who controls this or what laws they pass. They're gonna pass it according to the elite, right? The international bankers. So they don't care. You know, never let a good crisis go to waste. So there's no time like the presidents that they're talking about what cyber attacks. So you can't let this crisis, a time to allow movies and news articles to plague people's mind about these cyber attacks and these possible things, because all these people are coming in from the border, right? His largest desire as hell, right? And hell is what? The grave. And is as death, right? So nothing but a lot of people are gonna die under this thing of bringing in the new world order. A lot of you have to go anyway, right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So this is how you know that this Edomite system, right? You go to Spain, I guess the people jumping across the border, they have a border crisis thing or whatever. They're jumping across from Africa or something into Spain, into England. They haven't even having their thing with this border crisis, right? America's having a border crisis, right? So all these places, which these Edomite systems, the Lord is systematically destroying them, man. So they're having all that they want to heap up to all people unto himself. Okay, well heap up unto them all nations and heap it to them all people, right? So it has to be them. So that's what it ain't gonna say America shall not all these take up a parable against him. So now they're worried. Now these people are coming in and go, well, there could be these sleeper cells and these different that. So of course they're gonna you can't let a good crisis go to waste. So there's a possible chance that these people could be doing this, and maybe it's not even control opposition. It's just this is just what's gonna happen. But you got to use the crisis to your benefit because you want a certain way to go. So what? Everybody's out of food, water, things, and now they have to come to you for the one of all things, right? And it says, should they not take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, right? Having these Edomites, the so-called white man, went around the world taking what is not his, of course it's him. So it's not going to say America, it's not going to say Britain, it's not going to say any of these things. It's just going to give you the characteristics of these devils and then show you what it is, man. You got to have a brain for yourself. You got to let the Holy Spirit move with you and have even have the right teachers too on top of that. But it's really the Holy Spirit because, people could talk to you till they're blue in the face and the blue letter ain't going to help you. Nothing's going to help you, right? But it's there though. Increase of that which is not his. How long? So, hey, the Lord already says he's going to judge this dude, right? For his people's sake, right? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay, right? So, a batyad, right? And we know this the characteristics of not just America. When you go into Britain, France, I think best especially France. France is one of Germany. I think Germany it's all right with their money a little bit, but I know France. A lot of the Edomite they're fully, totally in debt, right? But America's a very good example of this system because this was their cash cow, and they just kept on pouring on, figuring, hey, they don't ever have to pay it back. It's going to be the children of the people. That's why they're going to have to give you a digital tag because we're never going to pay it back. We'll let their children pay it back, and we'll make a so-called dystopia, right, or whatever it's called, right? Because in their mind it's a utopia, but it's really a dystopia, right? So it says a batya, it's a what? A weight, a plague, right? Plague going into like being going into Salakia, a place where you pawn, yeah, like a pawn shop. Yeah, see, to pawn goods, right? So it's a pawn shop. You go into a pawn, you pawn your goods, but really when you pawn something, not only are you pawning what you have, the pawn person saying, hey, look, you could come back and redeem this, but you know what you did? You put yourself in a bigger hole because you got the money, you went to pay your thing, but guess who you owe now? Now you owe the pawn shop. And guess what? The thing that you paid off, there's going to be a bill next month for that thing too. So if you couldn't pay that off there, now you got the next month's bill coming up, plus the payment that you have to pay at the pawn shop. So basically you're putting yourself in a hole, right? And it's what thick clay or thick heavy debt. So you're just putting yourself in what heavy debt. And this is this place, America, England, France, whatever these other freaking Edomite. I'm trying to think of some other places, but at the time I can't think. But they're heavy in debt. So you don't have to say Edomites. You don't have to say American. There's a way that the Lord speaks to you and can show you better than a lot of these other things can summon up. You know what I mean? The Lord's telling you, man. It has to be these people. There's no way around it. China ain't over there having big debt. When they did that, they cut everything off. They didn't care if they even killed a bunch of people, let a bunch of people die, and then they just started being industrial. Boom, boom. We're gonna create everything, and then we're gonna make it better than what the And they did that. They made better TVs. They're making better cars. They're making better everything, even though that industrial thing came from here. So why would you sit back and allow that to happen and send your industrial stuff somewhere else? Now these people are self-sufficient. So even when you're getting ready to go to war with them, I was looking at an article where it said America buys a lot of their bullets from Russia. So now you're going to go to war with Russia and China. These places you buy your bullets from these people. You don't make your own bullets. Hey man, this is crazy. But this is this man, right? So call Loyum Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai Basham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. Salutations to the Akim and the four winds, preaching the truth of sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence and a Baba ball.